All right, if you think you're good at guessing, then try this one, okay? See if you can guess who it is.
Uh, what do you got for us?
You want to do one more, the famous person?
Oh yeah, there's a famous person. I forgot about that. Yes, let's do
Is a famous person. And I
it.
don't know very much about this person, but
Do you know who it is? Don't tell
I
us.
definitely know who it is, but I don't know very much about him personally.
Okay, but am I gonna know who it is? Is Lorraine gonna know who it is? Don't tell us, but are we gonna know?
I don't know that anybody doesn't know who this is.
Okay, good, good. Those are my
Okay.
favorite kind. Okay.
So, and I also made a mistake while I was writing this number. So if you guys make a mistake, I'd like to hear it.
Okay.
um, 1392. And that would be 1892, not 1990.
Oh, okay. So that is very important to know. Okay.
I know. That's why I'm telling you.
So, Lorraine, I don't know how much we've talked about this in numerology class, but it is very important to know that because if it's the 1800s, then they were walking with the darkness. They were walking with the old soul
Again,
energy.
we got it again.
Yes. And then the 19, they're walking, the visionary, and they're walking the future, so it's really important to know that, like what they've been walking with in that time period. It just helps.
Thank you.
Okay, so go ahead. What do you see?
Okay, so this person is determined and is a leader. He has the attitude, or she, of follow me or get out of my way, like very determined person. And he very passionate about the things, especially about the things that he does or is good at. He likes structure, and although he has a very good sense of trust in himself, he has difficulty trusting others and difficulty with emotions. So maybe, although we don't know much about the private life, maybe he had a life where he wasn't very sure about his emotions and had some emotional troubles. So he was very psychic as well, and a visionary. So he had a vision and plan, and since he is famous, I think he made his dream come true, and he helped a lot of people through it.
Yeah.
And he is also a protector of children. I don't know whether children feature in his.
I like that.
Whether we know that. He used to like to put himself on trial most of the times, where emotions are involved.
Yeah.
And he used to be able to sense people's intentions, like know whether they are speaking bullshit or not, like knowing what. And I think that's mainly what I got. Very, very spiritual, working on spiritual. He was working on his spiritual life as well here.
Okay. Yeah, I would say I agree with all of that. I feel like this person was forging a path for the future by being the visionary, but also had a focus of doing it for children somehow, like making the world better for the generations going on. Like they had that in mind with whatever they were doing. This person did have emotional, like some kind of detachment. Also, it's funny because I never have gotten to the bottom of exactly what makes this pattern. So I'm not even sure what makes this pattern all the way. But this person has an invisibility pattern in their chart. So they are hermit-like, or like reclusive, or misunderstood, or something like where they hide away and maybe work on whatever it is that they're doing. I don't think they're very well understood. I think that this person is very particular as well. Like they want things a certain way, and they could be difficult because of that. But it's because they have such strong vision and they have such strong motivation, and then they're very heart driven. They're so heart driven. Now, there's a number that keeps showing up tonight that I'm debating about talking about, and I will in this one because this person's not alive anymore, probably. So this person had a spiritual awakening in this life, in this lifetime. And what happened was they took all of their spiritual beliefs and they burned them to the ground and they started over. I get the feeling that they almost started their own spiritual belief, or they believed in something that other people didn't. Because I feel like something about them is totally different than the mainstream. You know, I do feel like this person had a hard life. I don't think that things came easy to them. I think that they were very determined, though, to make it through it. And I also think this person's very, very, very intelligent. Even though it's like I don't see it in there, it's like I can feel it in it. Like I can feel intelligence bouncing off the walls, you know, like I can feel inspiration dancing around them. And I can feel like I can almost see them almost. Like it's like I can see them. They almost have a madness about their intelligence, you know, like I don't know what to do with that. And then the children thing. Okay, so that number is confusing me a little bit because this isn't someone I would assume is about children the way that they feel, but their whole path is walking toward helping children somehow, or helping generations somehow. That's their focus. It's not necessarily what they're doing in their life. Like you're not seeing them hanging out with children, not a lot, maybe, I don't know, but that's what it feels like. It feels like this is their primary reason, is the children. But then they're not really, like, I don't even know if they say that, but that's what they have in their head, why they're creating whatever they're. So this is a creator. This feels like a creator to me. It feels like someone who is creating life. Like,
you're so on target. And
do you feel the energy that I'm feeling? Like this feels like bigger than life.
Bigger. Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah. And it
Much
feels
bigger.
like almost a madness. Like I don't know how to describe that. It's like there's so much wisdom and there's so much.
It cannot be contained in one person.
Yes, it's like too much for one person. And I think that's where the madness is coming from. It's like too much for this person to handle, you know? I think you said it was male. It does feel male to me, but I don't always know if it's male. But it does feel like a male because there's masculine energy in it. But there's this bouncy energy that won't stop. And there's almost this like, I can't contain it. It's bigger than me. It's so bigger than me, you know? And I would be really surprised if this person didn't come back to do another lifetime, because they didn't finish what they want. And they have too many ideas, like too many things that they want to do, and they didn't make the impact all the way that they intended. Even though I think they did make a big impact, I don't think they saw their impact all the way. And maybe like when they got to the end of their life, they were like, I think I could do more, you know, like not better, but more. And I could see this person coming back with a little bit more, maybe a little bit less emotional trauma, emotional troubles, and maybe like more focus on whatever it is that they're working on. That's what I see. So, okay, I'm done.
Yes, Karen. Take your guess, because I'm dying to tell them.
Yeah, Karen, take a guess, because I'm going to stop.
Take your guess.
Whilst you were saying this, I got time.
Thank you.
Tell me.
What did
Whilst you were saying this, I got time. Like time was an issue.
Time. Yes, time. Like he was going crazy because time was getting to him. Okay.
Nope, you're not right, Karen.
Okay.
Okay, so.
Okay, get ready to guess. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Guess.
The man is J.R.R. Tolkien.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
Sorta, yeah. A writer? Is he a writer?
Yes, he's an author, and he is the one who wrote The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings.
Okay, yes.
Mhm.
Oh, so now I see the child. Okay. So
Yes,
the
so
whole time I'm going, how do children play into this? But
yes.
yeah, I can see totally now. Wow.
And the time
yeah.
shifting
What about
and
the
so
math?
creative. He had to be a brilliant man to be that creative. So, like I said, I don't know anything about him personally, but the things that you were saying have to be true for him to be able to have written those novels. Like,
Yeah.
very creative.
It felt like his ideas were so big that he couldn't contain them, and like that's what created the madness in him. It was like this, like, I have to do it, I have to do more, you know. And then I kept thinking, like, but how could they do anything with kids? They don't have time. Like this person has a strong focus of children, but I don't see them spending a lot of time with children, probably because they're so busy working, you know, or creating or whatever. So yeah, wow, really cool.
Michelle says he was raised by a pastor. He had to wait forever to marry an older woman. He created a language and then wrote the books for the language.
Wow. I did hear that was an actual language, but I thought that was just about it in the movies. That's awesome. Wow. Yeah, I felt his energy very strongly. Like,
that was good.
Yeah, I felt like I was in the room with him with his creative ideas, and that's why it felt like madness to me, because it felt like this, like, angsty, like, I gotta get it done, there's not enough time, there's too many ideas, there's too much to do, I want to do more, you know, like, that's how it felt. So yeah, that was awesome. I really like his energy.
This was one of my favorites. What did you think? Was this one of your favorites too? Let me know.